Hello Taurus, welcome to your December reading with me, Lorien. It's a pleasure to bring you this reading this month. I apologise that I may sound a bit croaky. You may have seen on previous videos I said that I was kind of coming down with something. Well, it happened and I had a bit of a time in bed and just kind of stayed there. But yeah, it's still lingering, but I am over the worst of it and I'm feeling so much better and more connected than I did before. So thank you to people who emailed me, by the way, and said, you sound like you're ill. Yes, I was. I was ill, thank you. But I appreciate your well wishes. Alright, so this is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. This is to kind of get a general feedback as to what's coming through for you in December. But if you do want a personal reading from me, all the information you have or need is down below. Alright, I'm doing this live as well because my computers are not working. Okay. I'm also trying something new. I'm just doing these cards face down for now, so that when they come through, I get the energy of the individual card rather than all of them chattering at me at once. So that may be why you see these all under, well, face down. Alright, let me see if I can just put these down a little bit as well. Because I'm using my phone, it's kind of difficult to position, so do forgive me. Okay, so... oh, very nice. You have the Ace of Swords, which is a really strong card to begin with. This, for me, is about clarity. The card that I'm getting, the kind of energy that I'm getting is the fact that because we are going into Mercury, well, we're already in Mercury retrograde as of recording this video. It ends around the 15th of December. And this seems to be quite a special time for you guys in Taurus, because it feels as though you're naturally coming to the other side of something. Decisions being made, issues being raised, reflections, going over things, be repeating a pattern of several different things, going, okay, so do this again, do this again, do this again, and you may be a bit cross-eyed from doing some stuff, but this is a release. This is a powerful vision of something that you feel is your truth, and you may be speaking a lot of truth to friends this month. You may be saying, look, that guy, be calm, just leave him. You know, it could be the fact that you're trying your best to navigate the role of soothsayer or caregiver or something. So it could be the fact that you have a lot of advice to give, and this is also about speaking your truth no matter where you are, but also without fear of losing people. Because if you speak the truth and then they just kind of walk away and they're angry about it, you haven't really lost. You know what I mean? You've actually spoken your truth, you've been true to yourself, and if they didn't like it, they weren't ready for it. They you and your ascension. I think also it's about maybe hitting a new level, outgrowing something else, outgrowing an old pattern. There you go. Here you are in full glory. Yes, even you gentlemen. So it's a case of feeling very down to earth, feeling very motherly, having a sense of understanding, nurturing, and maybe this kind of instinct to guide people in the right direction. I also feel that this is something to do with your home and how you perceive it and how you want to look. So it could be that you're changing up a little bit of your wardrobe this month, or when you see people for the holidays or whatever you're doing or being, I don't know, it could be that you actually want to try something different. But I do feel that you're being very down to earth, you're being very organized. You may be stressing over too many little things, so I think what you need to do is more figure out your purpose as to what you want to achieve in December in order to make that plan. Maybe to go into next year even, but I don't see anything here as being necessarily negative. What I see this as being is progressive. So you speaking your truth. You're also organising where to go next, how you want to see yourself. Maybe speaking the truth is very liberating for you. Maybe it's something that you go, ooh, and you kind of enjoy that. Right, let me just see what these cards have to say. Okay, so this is about making haste with something. Things may be happening a lot quicker than you anticipated. I also feel like this is someone's opinions. Maybe you're batting opinions like nobody's business. It's kind of like somebody bats their opinion at you and you bat it back. But for me, the first thing that I saw when I drew this card was haste, making plans, being too quick with some things. Maybe you need to let something gestate for a while longer before you actually come up with the idea to do something. Or maybe you need to commit to it a little further down the line rather than now and jump in with both feet and just try and paddle somewhere. You know what I mean? I just think that this is something where you can do forward motion, sure, but maybe limit yourself in a certain way. Because I do feel like there is a connection between these. Maybe you feel like you have said your truth and now you're going into battle and now, you want suitable armor to carry with you as you focus on friends and people who may not be the best understanding of you and what you want to achieve. It could be that you adjust who you speak to about your ideas. Okay, so then you have Wands. This is a very strong one. This is more about your entrepreneurship, your visionary leads. I think also this is get from your inner psyche. I feel a lot of this is to do with how you perceive yourself as well. So it could be that some people are going, you can do this, you can do that, and being very visual with you, whereas you want to go more with your heart and soul. It doesn't matter how it looks, it doesn't matter how things grow. It just needs to have that inner calling, it needs to have that involvement with your inner self for it to make sense to you. So no matter what this person, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, says to you, you're like, no, I want to stick by my guns here. I know what I'm looking at. I know what I want to achieve. Again, speaking your truth. This is directly over this person. It may be that you're telling this person, hang on a second, this ain't what I want. I want this and this and this. Not necessarily in a nasty way, but just in a sense that you know what you're doing, you know what you're about, and this person may not understand that as yet. But when you lay it down for them, when you say, look, this is what I mean, they may be actually quite understanding. And then you have the strength card. This is really giving you strength this month. This is really something that you have a feeling of understanding about what the next steps are. Patience is a virtue. This is really something that I think is being repeated to me, because I keep feeling this deep compassion and this soft control, this sort of feeling of, well, maybe I'll do it this way. And it's just not giving up the reins, but it's not being so tight on them. It's not being really, I'm going to grab hold of this and then I'm just going to, because it'll shatter otherwise. It'll just completely crumble in your hands if you hold on too tightly. So this is knowing that the strength is not from clinging on for dear life. The strength comes from allowing your path to mold itself based onto your inner intentions and on your inner feelings of, okay, so I want to go here, I trust that the universe will keep me here. So it's the kind of movement in that way. And then you have the star. What was I just saying about the universe? This is the card of the universe. This is about your generosity, your inspiration, the fact that spirit guides et al. Have your back. So this is something that I feel is bringing you a greater sense of accomplishment. It's almost like you're tapping into your inner psyche to guide you rather than relying on other people to tell you what to do. So maybe it's a promotion that you want to do for your business. Maybe it's something that you want to discuss with a scholar or somebody who's in the know. And you're kind of looking at this going, I really need this to happen, or I really need this to happen, or this needs to come through. I feel like this is something that you are working on already, but you will be working on even more so in December. Seek the truth. Don't make too much haste, but I also feel like there's a great deal of understatement and taking things very slow and not being grand. And for some of you, I think people are seeing your self-promotion, maybe your I'm good, I'm doing this, as you leaving other people in the lurch a little bit. Like you may have found a new circle of friends and you're like, oh hey, because they do the same stuff as you, or they're at a different stage as you, and the people that you were talking to for months on end just feel a bit abandoned because you haven't spoken to them in a while. So it could be that. So let's have a look and see. Okay, beloved one, I'm helping you with your spiritual soulmate relationship, and this could be with anybody. It doesn't have to be with a loving partner. It doesn't have to be with a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. This could be even be like the scholar that I said before. This could be somebody like a best friend. Soulmates are not limited to romance. That's a myth. This could be a sister, a brother, a family member. But your spiritual soulmate relationship needs to be nurtured, and it needs to have the truth come through. Because if you are allowing this person to take advantage of your emotions, of your energies, of your time and labour, you will be able to go under, not over. You will crash and burn a little bit, I'm afraid. So I think that, spirit is coming through. You need to pay attention to the kind of connections that you're keeping and the connections that you are dismissing, basically. So I hope this will do you. Let me know in the comments below how things go. It always brightens my day to hear if they've resonated with you. And if you would like a reading from me, don't hesitate to contact me. It's lauriantower@gmail.com. And all the information you need to know for my website is down below. But looking forward to doing December readings. I may do something that's live, but we'll see about that. Let me know what you think. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you guys soon.